Kortney Kardashian is at it again. My. She's making quite the stir here on X, at least, aka former Twitter, courtesy of Elon Musk, claiming that she's autosexual. And for those of us who didn't know what it was, I had to look it up. All right, let's look. Kortney Kardashian has revealed that she identifies as autosexual, someone who is primarily attracted to themselves. Why is this news? Aren't all the Kardashians attracted to themselves? That's pretty good. That's pretty funny. Kourtney Kardashian came out as autosexual, which apparently means she's attracted to herself. We used to call that narcissism, and now it's a pronoun. Pronouns. I'm becoming suspect now. Let's take a look as we scroll down. Oh, her in bikinis, her with hardly any clothes. Yes, she's looking pretty good there for an older broad who has, I think that picture's a couple of years older though. For how many kids has she squatted out? What, 3, 4? I can't remember. I think she's up on the 4 mark, maybe. Her with that musician disaster. God, what was that guy's name? Goodness, what was that dude's name? Anyways, another guy who's pretty much a, my opinion, alert, my opinion, a junkie. Yes, a little bit strange, Yeah, let's look up. Who is she with again? Kortney Barker. Ugh. Yes. Travis Barker, right? With all those ugly tattoos. Yeah, that does. Yeah. 46 years old. Born in 1979. Yes. Okay. Anyways, Travis Barker, that hot mess disaster of a no talent hack musician. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. You know, she's doing it during the so-called former Pride Month. Thank you, Mr. Trump, for getting rid of that, because even acknowledging that sex or sexuality, which has to do with, something that should be private and behind closed doors, turns us into a degenerate nation. Okay. Whatever you do behind closed doors between consenting adults who are of age. Okay. I did say adults and who are of age is your business and yours alone. We all here don't need to know, nor do we need to hear about it. And thank God that has been removed. Yes, I said it, whether you like it or not. Keep it to yourselves. So this to me smells like a political statement. Also, for all of you, usually, because I have a history of this in the entertainment industry, whenever you see somebody who is notable, today it's a little bit different than how it was years ago. Usually you'd be a movie star or a model or something like that. But now we have these things called influencers, right? It usually means that there's something getting ready to come out. So they need to make a stir and a buzz to get their name back out in front of the American public. And she's been laying kind of low for a while. So I don't know, a new brand, a new project, an appearance somewhere possibly. Those are all factors when you start seeing press on these types of people. Because, all press is good press. Whether it's bad, it's still good. Because why? It's keeping you fresh and in the minds and in the mouths of the people that you're trying to sell to, predominantly the American public. Also now that the world has grown much smaller via the internet and communications, now it's the whole world, at least mostly the civilized parts of the Europe and whatnots, right? So there we go. I would also venture to say Maybe something else with their sisters might be popping out too. But this is definitely smells like a political statement, which, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But for people like me who are old school, it's keep your own personal opinions to yourself and entertain people and do your job and mind your own damn business. Okay. Your job is to entertain. Your job is to be an artist, not stand around and rally for weird crap. Now, if we were to take a little look-see on the internet, my friend YouTube, what would we find on what autosexuality might also mean? Let's take a look, shall we? Let's see. Oh, what autosexuality means according to a woman who is autosexual. Oh, God. We got Whoopi, that old hag. She's scary in and all of itself. Let's see, and her too. Let's see. Scroll down. Okay, some young girl. Okay. Oh, asexual versus autosexual. Well, let's see what she has to say.
Y'all, further evidence that somebody wants to kill me and give my life to the Kardashians. So, not only has Kortney now became like the Mexican diva after she had the wedding dress, the veil, and all this different stuff. Now Guadalupe is looking over her. So now they have created a story, and I'm not gonna get mad at Kortney. They have created a story to say that Kortney is an autosexual. Y'all know that in my show, that year they were trying to kill me, that in that January, February, they trying to kill me. That's what I talked about. It's just like how I'm just like a person that's really attracted to myself. Why did they write an entire story for Kortney Kardashian? And I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure the hands that were typing are black. They could be white, but still. It's like, why
all right,
y'all
let's not make
like,
this about your skin color. I've had enough of that. All right, so the point is you're so vain. You're so vain. Probably think the song is about you. You're so vain. Narcissism, vanity. The original definition of vanity meant actually nothingness. But today it's self-absorption, me, I, my world, all about me, my truth, my life, my. If only in reality we were an island unto ourselves, which is a bunch of bull crap, because we're not. Everything and everyone is still around us, and we affect all of those things in either a positive or into a negative. Am I interested in spanking somebody today? I kind of am. Kortney, would you like to come and see me? I'll spank you, honey, and I'll put you in order and get you fixed up. I highly doubt it, because y'all love to hang around a bunch of degenerates. The truth is this. You are known by the company that you keep. That's just how it is. Now, we're not talking about certain circumstances, and it might not be the truth for every single person. So don't try and nail me on, this is just everybody. No, it's not for everybody, because sometimes you find yourself in the middle of something that, one, you didn't have any idea was going on. Two, you were completely stupid. People have stupid moments, right? Like a brain fart. We used to call it a brain fart back in the day. When we still were able to have fun. What's wrong with fun? The fun police have come and taken it all away, and they're turning the world gray. Has anybody noticed that all the fast food restaurants and stuff are turning gray? You know why? Because color makes brings emotion, and grayness means devoid of anything human, it seems like. And my point is this. We need to get back to having fun, and we need to get back to realizing everything isn't just about us as a person. Okay. We have family, we have friends, we have communities, we have loved ones, and we need to get back to the mindset that we aren't going to be here forever. and we need to leave behind something for for those that we love, and stop being so damn self-indulgent as if we were our own gods and we answer to nothing. Good luck with that one. Wink, wink. Also, the second truth is, apart from the company that we keep, you notice that the Kardashians, now this is my opinion, wink, wink. But the truth is, all of these broads, despite having all of this money, all of this access, I mean, my God, they can afford the best plastic surgeons, and they use them to no end. They afford chefs, they afford personal trainers. I mean, keeping themselves in line physically, when, usually a lot of us tend to have genetics that turn us into a fat ass after we start popping out babies. At least they can get back to some semblance of what they were before. Good for them. But despite having all of that, they're still a bunch of classless hussies. Okay. A bunch of slags. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. All of the men that they pick, and some of them don't always just pick men. Okay. And that's a fact. They're all junkies. They're all low key. They're low key, but they're high functioning junkies, every single one of them. And that would make you to wonder why. And then they're always pointing the finger at somebody else. Oh, they did this, they did that. It wasn't me. Well, I don't know about that, because many a picture, because they're always doing photo shoots because they're so self-absorbed. Well, there's also the technique where you have to stay fresh in the minds and the mouths of the public. So you post pictures, right? Had to keep your following hungry for more. That's just a business technique. I understand it. But for them, there's been a couple of times where they had been probably a little too intoxicated, or just weren't noticing, get caught up in the moment, and they had pictures taken, and right next to them in those pictures would be a nice line of blow. And for people who don't know what blow is, it's cocaine. That song from Eric Clapton, probably the only really good one he did. Or some suspicious other looking paraphernalia, indulgent looking drugs. Okay. And then they would turn around and have whoever it was to get rid of it, and have it edited out, and then either take the photo completely off, or it would be suddenly cleaned up. That's no lie. But, considering I've been around, what were they always doing, coming and going out of all of the clubs, especially all of the drug ones? Oh, yes. What were you doing there? If that's not really your scene, ladies, especially Kim, quoting again, I'm quoting her from back in the day. I've never been drunk. I don't drink ever. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you've done a good job. Every one of you done a really good job keeping that under wraps. But for some of us who was around, or there, or associated with somebody who was around in there, no, like Las Palmas and a few of the others over there. Oh, my, how history can come back and bite you in the ass, honey. Well, to start to close this up, I will say, Chris, even though I don't particularly care for a lot of the things that you guys you and your family have stood for, I would definitely say, has anybody seen Chris's facelift? I am going to actually do a segment on plastic surgery and whatnot, because some of it has a really bad stigma to it. These are no longer the plastic surgery facelifts of the yesterday, where everything just looked like they just pulled the skin back over the top really, really tight, and it looked unnatural and ugly, quite frankly. Now it's looking banging. Chris, you're looking banging. I'm not going to lie. Whether my personal opinion is good or bad, you're looking pretty good for a lady of your age. Has anybody seen it? My goodness. Let's see. I'm going to pull one up really quick. Kris Jenner's new face. I'm going to present this real quick, and then we're going to, this is a good idea. This is a great idea, actually, for another stream. Look at this, people. Look at that. Do you see this right here? The second one to the bottom. What did she do? She's basically like 70 years old, and she's looking better than most of her own daughters now. There we go. I mean, goals? Hashtag goals, anybody. Yes, I am vain enough that when I get to be a little bit older, that I would too like to maintain, because that's looking damn good. We're calling those vertical lifts by certain types of doctors around, but most of these people are actually going overseas to France and in Europe and in England, because they are using more advanced technology. Because by the time we get anything here in America, it's usually past 10 years. So we're 10, 15 years behind. So we're looking at fat transfers. We're looking at the fascia being tightened. OMG. Okay. So if anybody out there happens to know what doctor she went to, I don't care if he's overseas or not, could you leave a comment below? So I'm going to end the stream on a semi good note, which is, everybody have a great June, and kids, enjoy your time off from school. And remember me, Nova Star, as your host from School of Thought. Remember to like and to subscribe and comment below. And if anybody knows what doctor she is seeing, please let me know in the comments below. So 1, we can feature it, and 2, I can look my fat ass up into it also. Thank you very much. And until next time, bye-bye.